It's Thursday, and I'm excited. It's Wake Up Nigeria. If you're really into becoming a better you, better informed, a better fashionista, a better cook.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. Well, just
you're
better
looking
in
into
general.
getting fit. Whatever it is that you need, you can find it right here on this show.
Yes, indeed. We try to make everything possible. You know, especially like Yomi is just a fashion guru these days. I don't even understand what's going on.
I don't understand what you mean.
I don't understand what's going on.
Me, fashion
Yomi just
guru.
comes up with new combinations. I don't know what this is all about.
I don't know what she's talking about.
But we have a total package for you. Top of the morning, people. We're back again for another educating and fun edition of Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinsi.
And I'm Yomi Owokwe. We get up really early just so we can be here for you.
Yes.
Even though sometimes we don't feel like it.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Hey.
that's what we do. It's a mission for us. So how was your night?
That question.
How was your... That's a standard Nigerian greeting. So a
How was
lot of
your
people...
night?
Do you know that a lot of people, when they come to Nigeria,
Yeah.
they already know that they should say that. So
Really?
even America... Yeah. I meet
Seriously?
people who tell that Chinese Americans, they
How
say...
was your night?
Exactly. So
So
they
it's
shake
like
your hand.
standard-
It's a standard Nigerian greeting now, international. How was your night? So,
Goodness me. So it was good. I actually had one of those nights where you eat bread and beans and then you fall asleep next to the plate and then you wake up in the morning
Oh my
and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to work. But hey, I know that we have so much in store
Yes,
for you.
we do. Right now, we're live on Facebook at TVC Connect. We're also on our website live as well, tvcontinental.tv. So check us out.
Yeah.
And on the go, you can continue to watch the show.
So breakfast is, as always, a huge part of what we do. And our chef
Yeah,
is
Chef Kike is going to be joining us later on.
very, very soon.
And she's going to be with MM in the kitchen.
You know-
And, they're getting things ready.
I've been told that it's a favorite aspect of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
it is.
very big part of the show, and people look out for it. People also look out for our fitness. They also look out for our newspaper review. I actually had someone that said he starts his day by making sure he hears us read the headlines in papers before he
Oh,
leaves the
very
house.
nice, very nice.
I was like, what?
Okay, so let's go straight to this morning's highlights. First is tech. It used to be Tech Tuesday, now it's Tech Thursday, and Mike is going to be bringing us all the updates from the world of technology.
Yes, indeed. And of course, as always, we love music. We have a performance coming your way from Showleezy. He'll be giving us a rendition of his track, You.
You be the baddest, now you the angel, yo. Cause in me be a shaman. Oh, yeah, ginger, yo. Nah, let it go say no, no, no. Many got for a nah, let it go say no, no. I'm a good share one.
And of course, we have our daily updates of the World Cup from Russia 2018, and it's going to be coming up courtesy of Power Oil.
Yeah.
One life, live it up, 'cause you got one life. That's sweeter when you reach that.
We're also very arty on Thursdays. We have Adara Matishogo, visual artist, joining us as well to talk about art as a vehicle for development in Nigeria. And of course, display some of his amazing skills.
And finally, our weekly tradition of a book chat will be happening with Ronke Posh Adeni, who's the author of the book Right Kid 101, a posh guide to living as a 21st century child. I like it. And we're going to be
Posh guide.
posh guide for
Posh
kids.
guide.
Portugal. You know,
Yeah.
today is going to be a very long day for me, and I need some help here. How do you deal with traffic coming back from the island in the evening?
Okay, well, that happens to me a lot.
Mainland
That also
Bridge.
depends on the time, though.
Evening, 4, 5. I
Oh,
should be in
okay.
the island by then, and I should come back by like.
Well, you know they're
I-
shutting down the 3rd mainland today because of repairs.
Yeah.
So I had this Thursday night. No, when
Yeah.
they start, it'll
When
be
they start.
Thursday night to Sunday.
Okay, yeah,
night.
so it's just going to be a few
yeah.
days.
Yeah,
It's not going to
so
be like
all
last
your
time.
weekend groove.
Nothing for a
Nah.
while. It'll be Thursday to Sunday, Thursday to Sunday. But I don't know if they're starting immediately. I don't
Yeah.
think they're starting immediately
It's
yet.
today.
Today.
Okay,
It's
so-
supposed
so-
to be.
12th.
Today's the 12th.
So some advice for you.
Okay.
The best way to get through traffic
Yeah.
is, it depends on the kind of car you use. And if you're driving.
You are right.
If you're driving. So sometimes, if you're sitting in a car and it's a really nice car,
Yeah.
and you have something to, a device or something to get
Yeah,
you through the
to
traffic.
get you through.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, you could watch a whole movie
Yeah.
in traffic.
Before you
could
know it, you're
listen
done.
to a whole audio book.
That's if you're not the one driving.
That's if
Yes,
you're not the one driving.
of course.
If you're the one driving, you
Okay,
have
so
to
at the last shot, you just have to find a way to go through the traffic because there's no option.
Mike is-
Okay, public
Mike is
transport,
literally
a lot of people
crying
in
for
public
help.
transport right now.
They're crying out for help.
Today's going to be a very long day, a lot of engagements, and then I'll be coming back. I do everything to avoid traffic, man. I absolutely hate traffic, man.
If you live in Lagos, though.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
I
get
do,
used
I
to
do
it.
all I can. Like, even if it means going much earlier and waiting till very late. But if I wait till very late, it will affect tomorrow. So that's why I can. Normally, I would stand on the island like 10, 11. There are times I even stayed till 11 just to have the freeway.
Get
But
some
then-
kind of entertainment or engagement while you're there. Yeah, that's the only way, really. Or engage one of those service providers that give you vehicles. Yes, I don't want to mention the brand, obviously.
How much you have to pay?
Oh, well.
So I think it's time for us to go to the news updates now. Blessing Idahosa is on standby for us.
Hello, good morning and welcome to the updates for this hour. Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose was hospitalized for injuries sustained when police dispersed a crowd at a PDP rally. The governor accuses police of physically molesting him and cried as he narrated what happened. The governor had invited PDP members and their supporters to assemble at the pavilion by the government's house gates for a walk as part of the campaign strategy to promote the PDP candidates. But as the crowd was building, the police moved in and dispersed them from the arena. And this action brought the police and Governor Fayose on a collusion course. However, the walk became a rally and the venue was relocated to the government's house ground where the crowd later regrouped. PDP leaders, now visibly aggrieved, took to the podium to lambaste the federal government-led APC for muscling their members. Fayose later emerged wearing a medical collar and managed to address the people and appealed to the international community to intervene in Ekiti. The governor was later rushed to the Ekiti State University Teaching Hospital in the state's capital. Well, Senate Deputy Leader Bala Ibn Nala has queried the federal government's decision to send 30,000 police officers to monitor the Ekiti election. He made the remark while contributing to a bill to repeal the Police Act and enact the Police Reform and Other Related Matters Bill 2018, a bill he sponsored. Deputy Leader of the Senate, Bala Nala, has queried the federal government's decision for that action. He made this remark while contributing to a bill to repeal the Police Acts and to enact the Police Reform and Other Related Matters Bill 2018. Well, moving on now to other stories now. The Federal Ministry of Works says the Lagos 3rd Mainland Bridge will be closed to traffic from the midnight of Thursday, July the 26th to the midnight of Sunday, July the 29th. Speaking after a meeting with traffic agencies, the Comptroller of Works in Lagos revealed that maintenance work and dynamic tests will be carried out on the bridge expansion joints. He asked motorists to apply alternative routes and said traffic managers will be on the ground to control and direct traffic movements. And that's the news for now. Stay tuned for another update at the top of the hour. I'm Blessing Idahosa.
Hey,
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're just in time for the newspaper headlines. We're starting with The Punch. Drama as Fayose weeps, claims he was beaten by policemen. It's comedy of the year, says the APC. Chiefs elevated by Ajimobi may not become Olubado or by Adetunji. South Africans attacking Nigerians are criminals, says Ramaphosa. A certificate allegedly issued to Adeosun fake, ex-NYSC director. My security team racking their brains to end killings, says Buhari. And finally, police say 3 people killed Ondo ex-deputy governor's daughter. All on the cover of The Punch this morning.
The Guardian newspaper has the headline, Jonathan, PDP, others condemn blockade of Ekiti government house. APC chieftain accuses Fayose of staging stunts. Senate probes rights abuses under Buhari's administration. It says here, why we are sharing Abacha's loot to poorest homes by presidency. And it says Niger Delta region urges restructuring, says amnesty is not enough. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
All right, the Daily Sun is up next. As police tear gas PDP supporters at Ekiti government house, Nigeria's democracy under siege, says Wike. Fayose alleges police brutality. Jonathan Ozekome, others kick. We dispersed illegal rallies, says police. Deputy Governor, Imo Assembly directs Chief Judge to constitute 7-man panel. Madumere's supporters storm Assembly. Adeosun, federal government backs NYSC on exemption certificate. Don't cover up for minister, PDP cautions commission. National Assembly rejects Buhari's Executive Order 6. And finally, terrorism, 113 Boko Haram members jailed. All on the cover of the Daily Sun.
Moving to the Vanguard on Ekiti. Policemen tear gas Fayose, PDP supporters. I was slapped, beaten, says Fayose. Ekiti under siege, says Eleka. It says here, Fayose didn't obtain permit for rallies. Security aids of politicians to be withdrawn, according to DIG. Third Mainland Bridge to be shut for 27 months. More on page 14 of the Vanguard. On Adeosun, nothing to add to NYSC's position, says federal government. PDP warns NYSC against a cover-up. More about that on page 9. And on Naira Watch, Naira appreciates to 361.87 to the dollar. That's what it says on the cover of the Vanguard.
The Nigerian Tribune is next. The headline, Ekiti boils. Fayose in neck brace, weeps. Says policemen beat me, pushed me. And police used tear gas, dispersed PDP's Victory Walk rally. We stopped rally to prevent breakdown of law and order, said police. And a couple of other riders there. Court jails 113 Boko Haram members, sentences Kabiru Mohammed to 30 years imprisonment. Adeosun certificate saga, we have nothing to add to what NYSC said, says federal government. Many killed, 32 buried as bandits attack Sokoto villages. Galadima writes INEC seeks nullification of Oshomale's election. And reps reject Executive Order 6 as Senate summons AGF. All on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
And that's all we have time for on the newspaper headlines for this morning. It's about time for us to head into the garden. It's time for Daily Fitness.
Hey, guys.
Are you ready? Oh, yeah. I can hear you. Are you ready? We're ready. All right, it's about that time of the morning. We're starting with aerobics exercise. My name is Benfit, and I'm not going to do this alone. I have my wonderful team here. Come on, say hello to them at home. Hello. Hi, okay, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up, inhale and exhale. Take it up, inhale and exhale. All right, forward, take it back and take it down. Forward again and side down. Again, awesome. It's always very, very, very important to warm up in any form of exercise, so don't just jump into it. Are you guys good? Yes. Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, push up down. 1, go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it out. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Your 2 legs out. Are you good? Yeah. All the way up, up, push. Go, 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 go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Across the body. Go. 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squat and jump forward. Go. That's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side step. Good job. That's it. Keep moving. That's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take it easy. Okay. Set side. Set this side. Good job. Change your hand. That's good. 2. That's good. 3. Come on. 4. 5. That's good. 6. Whoa. 7. 8. 9. I knew with it. Come on. Go. Go. 2. That's it. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Step it down. Back to this position and face this side. Are you good? Yeah. Come on. Step it down. Go. Go. 2. Sing it. 3. Come on. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And high knees. Take it up. Go. Go. 2. 3. 4. 5. Keep moving. 6. 7. 8. 9. And take it down. Are you guys doing? Very good. Are you with me? Yeah. I hope I'm not doing this alone. Come on, if you're watching this at home, the best thing you can do to yourself, stand up. Wake up those muscles. Don't just sit down and take it out. Good. Pump it. Good. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pump forward. Go. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. And take it down again. Relax it. Relax it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. The next exercise. High knees. High knees. Kick. Kick. Go. High knees. High knees. Kick. That's good. High knees. High knees. Kick. Good. Up. Up. Good. Good. Up. Up. Good. Good. 5 seconds. Whoa. That's it. Good. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And take it up. Whoa. Jump it up. 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 That's it. 7. Sing your legs. Go. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side to side. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jumping jack. 5, 6, 7. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Side to side. Side and side. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, take it easy. Awesome, that's good. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, tap forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 seconds, come on, 4, 3, 2, give me that position again, come on, all right, your 2 hands this way, are you good to go? Yeah. I can hear you. We're good to go. I can hear you. We're good to go. Okay, 5, 6, 7, box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Work it. Yeah. Keep going. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Run it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Face this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Face back. Go.
We hope you're sufficiently pumped.
I love Ben Fit. He's just so energetic.
Yeah.
We're also going to have Tony tomorrow.
Yes.
With even more energy into
Making
the weekend.
The week complete.
Yeah. But I think it's time for us to go on a break now. And of course, when we get back, we'll have some tech news with Mike.
Wake up.
Hello and welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and of course it's a Thursday. We're going to be looking at some tech news, some tech updates. There's quite some stuff we have here that will probably excite you. We're starting up with WhatsApp, and is now labeling its forwarded messages. Now, in a move that the company hopes will curb some of the app's viral misinformation problems. Now, in a blog post published earlier yesterday by WhatsApp, they announced that the new label, which will indicate when a message has been forwarded to someone from another user. The label will apply to text, image, video, and audio messages. Now, the blog stated, and I quote, "This extra context will help make one-on-one and group chats easier to follow. It also helps you determine if your friend or relative wrote the message they sent or if it originally came from someone else," end of quote. Now, this update is the latest in the myriad steps WhatsApp has taken to address its fake news problem, including offering cash rewards for researchers studying misinformation spread through the app and wrangling local law enforcement and fact-checking organizations to fight the fake news propagated through the app. So for those of you who will be sending fake news anyhow, you just have to be careful now. They will know when you are not the one that sent it or if it's you that sent it. Now, moving on from that, Twitter has shut down up to 70 million fake and suspicious accounts since May, according to the Washington Post. Now, the suspensions and shutdowns were part of a concerted effort by Twitter to clear up the platform, said the paper. Now, many of the accounts are thought to be used by trolls or remotely controlled bots that abuse the service. Twitter, of course, declined to comment on the post, but said that it was making an effort to improve public conversation on the social network. Now, the Washington Post report has been cited as one cause of Twitter's stock price recording an 8.5% fall, its biggest in 3 months. Now, the next story I have is going to interest a lot of people in Nigeria and around the world, as the UK has slipped from 31st to 35th place in the global broadband league tables, behind 25 other European countries, research suggests. Now, an analysis of 163 million broadband speed tests across 200 countries indicates that Singapore, yes, you heard it right, Singapore ranks as the world's fastest country when it comes to broadband and internet, with Yemen as the slowest. Now, average speeds in the UK have gone up in the past year, and at 18.5 megabytes per second are above the global average. Globally, average speeds have risen from 7.4 megabytes per second to 9.10 megabytes per second. The data was collected by MLab, a partnership between Google Open Source Research and Princeton University's Print Lab, and the results compiled by UK broadband comparison site Cable. Now, the top 3 countries are Singapore with an average of 60 megabytes per second, Sweden in second place, 46 megabytes per second, Denmark, 43.9 megabytes per second, while the bottom 3 are Niger, 0.83 megabytes per second, Burkina Faso, 0.84 megabytes per second, and Republic of Congo at 0.85 megabytes per second. Now, Nigeria ranks 152 out of the 200 countries with an average speed of 1.8 megabytes per second in the results, slipping down from 95th position last year. So yeah, that's it. Nigeria 152 out of 200. Not too bad. All right, our final story has to do about the UK's data protection watchdog, which intends to fine Facebook £500,000 for data breaches, which is the maximum allowed. The Information Commissioner's Office said Facebook had failed to ensure another company, Cambridge Analytica, had deleted users' data. Now, the ICO will also bring a criminal action against Cambridge Analytica's defunct parent company, SCL Elections. Now, it has raised concerns about political parties buying personal information from data brokers. Now, Facebook said it will respond to the report soon. All right, that's all we can take on tech updates. I hope you were able to get to some information which might prove handy to you. All right, we have a performance coming up. Sholi Z is right here in the house after this break.
Yeah, and we're back. Wow, 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 wow. It's time for a performance. Mahmood Oluwanishola Akpata, a.k.a. Sholizi, Nigerian indigenous hip-hop rapper, Afropop singer, and especially songwriter. He's recorded a number of works in his native tongue, Yoruba. It's time to get our dancing shoes on as he's about to get it going with his track, You.
Tell Peter bits, baby.
Surely sing. Sound. You be the baddest, enjoy me, oh. Cause na me be a shama. Oh yeah, ginger me, oh. You be the baddest, now you the enjoy me, oh. Cause na me be a shama. Oh yeah, ginger me, oh. La la you say no, I'm a kishewa. You can't look for a shower. I know if you sleep me the dawa. But I learn to be where you tower. But you are doing with the dawa. It took me a long time to get it. Make I do your body like a tattoo. Sorry, I'm a million dazzle. I'm a kishe my bami daily. Now you I want to die for. I'm a kosere. You fell in. Oh, you have to sit at the bar. You be the baddest, mama. Enjoy me, oh. Cause na me be a shama. Oh yeah, ginger me, oh. You be the baddest, mama. Now you the enjoy me, oh. Cause na me be a shama. Oh yeah, ginger me, oh. La la you say no. La la you say no. You be the baddest. Now you dey give me the highness. I'm a tour of a to go Yoruba. You walk on the highest. Make I know the line of the love up. About them make good. They really f up. They no 5G. Color chop up. Not to the chicken. Lock up. I'm a kiss my bami daily. Now you I want to die for. I'm a kosere. You fell in. Oh, you have to sit at the bar. You be the baddest, mama. Enjoy me, oh. Cause na me be a shama. Oh yeah, ginger me, oh. You be the baddest, now you the enjoy me, oh. Cause na me be a shama. Oh yeah, ginger me, oh. La la you Shama, shama. Shama, shama, shama. Rain on the mix. Shama, shama, shama. Shama.
So who is the baddest? Who?
Not maybe the baddest.
Really? This is where you would have said it's me now. You have just made me feel good. But it's fine. Amazing performance. Thank you so much for performing that for us. Okay, so I read earlier that you were a songwriter.
Yes, ma'am.
So how and where do you get inspiration to write your songs?
Man, sometimes maybe if I feel like write music, I can sit down and write music without inspiration sometimes. And sometimes maybe when I get my headset, understand?
Okay.
Say, okay, I want to write music.
Yeah.
With beat, once I am listening to music, a beat,
Yeah.
I will get what I'm looking for
That's it.
instantly.
You don't have to go to particular places
No.
or see anybody.
No.
You just put on your headset.
Maybe sometime I deal with middle of my guys, then I will just, maybe I will pick something from their mouth,
Okay.
develop it, make it crazy things.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
Going to 12 to 15 years, yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. So you have like a whole package of songs that are just waiting to be produced, yeah?
I'm telling you, a lot.
So like right now, you're working with some producers. Who are they? Who are they right
I
now?
work with P-Bounce.
Okay.
Pardon, shout out boss, anyway you did. I work with Brian on the Miss.
Okay.
And I also work with Shoe Shine.
So I'm thinking now, this genre of your music, Afro-pop, right?
Yes, Afro-pop, indigenous rap.
Is this where you want to stay? Or are you planning to do other things later on?
It is what I like to do.
Okay.
I cannot change myself.
Okay, all right. So all the songs you write are Afro-pop style?
Yes, Afro-pop style.
All right.
Let's just give something that people can dance.
Okay.
I can rap in that code.
Okay.
So let's know when Nigeria switch like this.
Yeah.
Switch. For
Like this. But I noticed that you didn't have a particular dance step. Like people are bringing in dance steps now. So are you going to bring in dance later on?
I'll work on that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Not to worry. So now I'm thinking down the line, who would you like to work with? Who are the artists that inspire you now?
In Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Shout out. I like to work with Olamide.
Of course.
I like to work with Burna Boy.
Burna Boy. Really?
I like to work with Burna Boy.
Yeah. Why? Why Burna Boy?
But I like the way the guy used to.
Okay.
I like him.
Who else?
I like to work with Sarkodie.
Sarkodie. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were to have a female artist on your track, which of those artists would you pick to join you on the track?
I like to pick Tiwa Savage.
Okay.
Simi. Yeah.
Tiwa Savage and Simi. Those are two very different types of artists.
Yes,
They have different styles.
That's why I choose that.
Okay. So I'm thinking you've probably written one or two songs that they can flow with right now.
Yes, I have a lot of songs. The one that I never record.
Okay. Soon you get to record them, right?
By the grace of God.
All right. So right now you're working towards building an album, I guess.
Yes.
How many do you have planned for your album?
Maybe I have planned like something like 18.
18 songs.
Yes.
Down, ready.
Yes.
Ha. Okay. This is not an easy guy. 18 tracks on an album.
Yeah.
No be small. But I see you going places, man. I see you really, really climbing that ladder. But well, hey, we're gonna be seeing more of you later on.
By the grace of God.
We have to go on a break now. And when we get back, we'll be heading to the kitchen.
Hi, welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria, and yes, it's a brand new day and another opportunity to bring you a fresh twist to your meals. I'll be the assistant chef today. Our chef Kike actually had issues with her car this morning, so she couldn't be here. So I'm just going to be making something very easy, simple. Well, you know how we do it, but with a twist. So today, this morning, we are making plantain egg stir fry. Yeah, I know you're like, okay, what's that? Well, you you know, hang on, and then let's talk about the ingredients quickly. So for our plantain egg stir fry, we're going to be making use of our plantains, of course, which is chopped here. And then we have our pepper, we have our tomatoes, we have our onions, and of course, the eggs, which will be coming in shortly. Well, we all know how to fry plantains. I mean, everybody practically knows how to fry plantains. But hey, this dish practically is, you know, we always, whenever we have fried plantains, you're actually always having it with eggs. But this time, it's going to be a fusion. It's going to be a mixture of plantains with eggs, tomatoes. If you like to add, you could add carrots, green pepper, onions. It depends on how you like, you know, your eggs, you know, because I like mine to be a lot, you know, very, very rich. But this morning we're keeping it very simple. Hi, Tits. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right. So, well,
what's happening here?
We are making plantain egg stir fry this morning.
Plantain egg stir fry.
Yeah, and we are making use of our plantains, pepper, tomatoes, onions, and our eggs, which of course is the key ingredient for this meal. Yes, so I've been heating up my pan, making sure that it's really dry.
So now, is this like a standard breakfast in your house?
Well, I love plantains.
Okay.
Oh, I love plantains. I mean, fried plantains, and I liked them chopped. Okay. Especially, I usually go, when I'm going for plantains, I usually go for the ones that are not so ripe. Okay. So I still get that crisp yet soft feel when I'm eating.
So it's not about the sweetness.
No,
it's about the texture.
It's about it's about the feel, how it feels in my mouth, basically. Yes. So, and of course, eggs. Everyone can make eggs.
I'm looking at this pepper that you chopped, and I'm thinking this is going to be hot.
Yeah, I think I love pepper. Okay. Yeah, and I love to incorporate as much pepper as I can into my meals. Yeah, you know, it's not all the time you leave the pepper to other meals. Sometimes you have that, you know, pepper something in the mouth in the morning, just, you know, just add a little bit of, you know, hotness.
Okay, all right. Yeah, some people really prefer that heat in their meals. Yeah. But I don't know if I would do pepper for breakfast.
Okay, because I'm making this for a lot of people, I'm definitely going to use all of the pepper, but I'm just going to use a bit of it.
I was really just lobbying for myself.
I know,
so that when I eat it, I won't faint.
I know. All right. So right now, I'm just waiting for the pan to dry up.
I guess we're using some of this.
Yes, of course, our vegetable oil. So now that our pan is hot enough, I'm also going to be using seasoning cubes. But what I do is, because I like my plantains to be very tasty, I always season it. But because it's a fusion of plantains and eggs, I'm not going to add any seasoning to the plantains.
So you'll add it to the eggs?
I'm just going to add it to the eggs because you're having that, you know, deliciousness all together in your mouth at the same time. Right. So I'm just going to pour in my vegetable oil, just enough of it for frying.
So there's been this debate, like in my house. Yeah. So I'm someone that I like the deep fry.
I do too.
So I like to see my plantain floating in the oil. I don't know. It's just me.
Said floating.
Floating, because I feel like it cooks right around the plantain when you do it that way. But then there's the old school way where you have like 15 naira oil, and then you're now turning the plantain upside on. It's, you know, and I'm like, it's just work. It's just too much work to be flipping plantain one by one like that. But if you like deep fry it, everything just cooks right round immediately.
Well, either ways, as long as plantain is done, because you definitely know when it's done. Yes.
Yeah, it changes color.
Yeah. Practically, yes. So, when I'm frying my plantains, I actually make sure my onions are ready, well sliced, so because onions actually add that flavor to whatever it is you're making. Of course. So what I do is I just put in a little bit of onion to the oil. It's not hot yet, apparently, just to, you know, bring in that flavor into your plantain so you could still feel it. And because we're not using any seasoning cubes for the plantains, I think the onion would do the work,
of course,
of, you know, adding that flavor to the plantain.
So right now we have to definitely wait for the oil. By putting
so I'm just going to increase this so I guess that it's hot enough. Yep.
I guess when you start seeing the onion, you know, make some dancing moves.
Yeah, then you know that your oil is hot enough. You know, I don't know. I think it's a habit from when I was young. You know, you always make sure you add a little bit of onion. And then whenever I do that, my husband always say, it's not hot. That's not how to do it. I'm like, well, I think we all have our own style of cooking.
Okay, so
that's your own style.
Let me
This
give
is
you.
mine.
Let me give you an onion history story.
Wow, interesting.
So my dad is a very, very good cook. So my dad used to give my mom serious issues in the kitchen. Like my mom would be cooking something and my dad would be like, wait, have you put? And my mom would be like, okay, I'm the one cooking here. But you know, he used to tell me about how to use onions. And you know when you're peeling onions, that funny brown corner edge, he never let me throw it away.
Why?
I'm like, why can't I want to throw it away? Like, no, that he's gonna put that. So what you're putting actual onion in the oil.
Yeah.
But he would put the ends of the onion, those brown parts.
Wow.
He said it's a completely different flavor than the actual onion.
Oh, my eggs have finally arrived.
What do you think about a guy being in the kitchen?
I have my eggs.
I think you're a distraction.
How am I a distraction?
She said he's a distraction. Wow.
You people keep saying, oh, my husband doesn't help in the kitchen. My husband doesn't help in the kitchen.
Yeah, it'd be nice
So
for you
now-
to help out in the kitchen, Yomi.
So now I finally arrive with the eggs.
So
and
please,
you guys
could
are
you
saying
help
I'm a
just
distraction.
layer our eggs on the plate so that I could break? Or you could help us
What
break
do you mean
them.
layer?
Like,
You could just place them on the plate. That's
Oh, okay, that's what it means.
Okay, so
What's
our
funny to
oil
see?
is hot.
I don't understand.
All right, guys. So our oil
I'm
is hot.
teaching. Huh?
Yomi, you're gonna help us, break the eggs.
Crack the eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you might need that to toss the eggs in. Because we're putting.
No, we could get like another plate.
Okay.
So that it's easier to whisk because
Okay,
this
well,
plate is pretty
it's kind of
flat.
shallow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Yomi, you
Our
brought
oil is
tea for
taking
yourself
time
and
to
not for
heat up
me.
this
No,
morning.
that's for you actually.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Can I? So where am I going to break these eggs into? Break
So
them
right
in
now,
here?
I'm just going to
I'm
add in
thinking
our
you should just
plantains.
break them in there.
Yomi, can you make plantains? Fry plantains.
Of course no. You have to cut it and
Fry.
cut and fry.
Yeah, you're making it sound so easy.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, I'm going to fry our plantains. They're pretty chopped.
Okay.
And, well, because they're chopped, usually they take a long time.
Really?
Yes, they do. They take a longer time.
Okay, to fry
up.
because
Yes.
it's chopped.
Yeah, because they're chopped.
I'm not sure if
And
I
because you're
follow
also
that,
trying
though.
to be careful, you also want to make sure that all the chopped plantains that you have are well, it's well cooked or
Spaced
well
and all
fried.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yomi,
You guys
we
haven't told
talked
me what
about
to
you
do.
cracking these eggs about 3 minutes ago. For some reason, the
Should I
eggs
crack
are
them
still-
in here? Is
Yes, it's a bowl, Yomi.
Okay. So all of them.
Yes, please. Why are you using
You know-
a
you know-
knife, though?
What am I supposed to use it for?
Fuck, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You see, as in really.
You know, I'm now an advocate of keeping knives away from women.
Yeah.
Why do
okay.
you keep knives away from women?
So just in
Yomi?
case you're just
For
joining
obvious
us,
reasons.
we
Why?
are making plantain egg stir fry. I mean, it's your easy go-to
Standard breakfast.
recipe. I mean, you could literally make
Especially
this with
when
your
you have
eyes
emergencies.
closed.
So you came back with another knife.
I can't find any fork anywhere.
You
I'm
see,
sorry.
Get your
when
fork.
you have a guy enter the kitchen,
They never
and
find
can't even
anything.
find anything.
They never find anything. Yeah.
And you now found the knife.
I'm the guy who tried to come in here to help
Okay.
out and rescue a situation.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And you guys are now, number one, calling me a distraction and saying I can't find anything.
Okay, so guys, it's important that when you're making your plantains, especially the chopped ones, you need to watch them carefully because I like my plantains to be very fresh. You know that yellowish. I don't want to see any bit of black.
Are you kidding?
Edges.
There's some
sometimes
places,
dark is better,
the
though.
darker the better.
No.
It needs to be black in some
I can't
places.
find any forks anywhere. Do we have?
Yeah, we do have
course we have
forks.
forks.
All right. So hopefully when we come back from this break, Yomi would find our fork.
And then
Be right back. Thank you.
You know what? Just go ahead. Excellent morning to you all once again. It's still your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And I'm the guy who comes to the rescue in the kitchen when the ladies need me.
Yeah.
My name is Yomi Owope. We are live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. I don't know why you're shaking your head right now.
Because you couldn't find the forks in the kitchen. Yomi, they're right there.
Yeah, I eventually saw it, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, we're on Facebook right now on TVC Connect.
Yes.
If you want to participate in the show, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria for your comments and all the stuff that you have going on.
We're actually really interested in what you have to say. It's kind of weird that we actually go through your comments and read everything, because we would love to hear your views. And of course, our daily servings of all that excitement from the World Cup in Russia are coming up very soon, courtesy of Power Oil.
And because Thursdays are dedicated to all things artsy, we have Adara Matishogo joining us for a discussion around art as a vehicle for development in Nigeria and to display some of his amazing works as well.
Yes, indeed. And we can't forget, Thursday is all about book chats. We have an author coming in to the studio today. And today's focus is on Right Kid 101, a posh guide to living as a 21st century child. It's a book written by Ronke Posh. It focuses on raising kids right in this century.
Yeah. And as always, we look forward to all your comments and suggestions on social media while the show is going on. And we'll get to them later on as well.
So, MM, did he eventually crack those eggs?
I did. I mean, I started cracking the eggs before we had to rush.
You're hungry.
I'm really hungry. I need to put something in my stomach. But I just saw 3 of you in the kitchen.
So we sent Yomi to take a bike to go and buy egg. And he comes in looking all touche and bougie. They won't know that it's Okada he took to go and buy egg.
Can you imagine that? And I came in and then they started saying I was a distraction in the kitchen.
Yes, you are a distraction.
Yes. How is it a distraction? You're not focused. After, if you bought that food, I use your guys' excuse.
Okay, a distraction in that. I'm a handsome dude, right?
No, they already planned their excuse.
What have we done?
They already planned their excuse. So that when they bought the food, we said it now, it's Yomi now.
It's Yomi now.
That's why it will not work. If you, I mean, it's among, if you burn that food.
Whatever you do, producers, don't let Mike just do mistake and enter the kitchen. Please.
I mean, he has to be in the kitchen.
No, why? There's already one distraction in the kitchen.
Don't worry. When it gets to time, you just not see the kitchen. People just stand and you just see that place empty. I just have to say your goodbyes.
But I'm liking this new flavor that we have going on, where everyone is participating in the kitchen.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, next week I'm thinking of something really, really different, where each one of us, you know how we're in school, when you're in university, you have something called a love feast. And everybody brings something.
Wow. Okay.
So we're all gonna bring some. So somebody will bring bread, somebody will bring eggs, and then we'll just cook up something in the kitchen.
Somebody will just arrive with Ewa going that they bought down the road.
So you know how somebody tell us that the other time we say bring for 2 people.
Yeah.
Always make sure that there's always enough food. But love feasts, when practiced as it should be, are always very nice.
Yeah.
Because there's variety
of different
people
things.
Will bring different stuff. You know, more than just one person cooking just jollof rice.
Of course. We have to go to the news now. Blessing Idahosa is on standby for us.
Hello again and welcome. Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose was hospitalized for injuries sustained when police dispersed a crowd at a PDP rally. The governor accuses police of physically molesting him and cried as he narrated what's happened. The governor had invited PDP members and their supporters to assemble at a pavilion by the government house gates for a walk as part of the campaign strategy to promote the PDP candidates. But as the crowd was building, the police moved in and dispersed them from the arena. And this action brought the police and Governor Fayose on a collusion course. However, the walk became a rally and the venue was relocated to the government house ground where the crowd later regrouped. PDP leaders, now visibly aggrieved, took to the podium to lambaste the federal government-led APC for muscling their members. Fayose later emerged wearing a medical collar and managed to address the people and appealed to the international community to intervene in Ekiti. The governor was later rushed to the Ekiti State University Teaching Hospital in the state's capital. And the Federal Ministry of Works says the Lagos Third Mainland Bridge will be closed to traffic from the midnight of Thursday, July the 26th to the midnight of Sunday, July the 29th. Speaking after a meeting with traffic agencies, the Comptroller of Works in Lagos revealed that maintenance work and dynamic tests will be carried out on the bridge expansion joints. He asked motorists to ply alternative routes and said traffic managers will be on ground to control and direct traffic movements. And that's the news this hour. Let's have a look again at the weather forecast for the day.
All right, we're heading to the garden where Titi and Adaramati Shogo are on standby for some fantastic collections that we are going to be looking at shortly. Hey, Titi.
Hello, Yomi. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, so this is Adaramati Shogo.
Yes.
And he's a multidisciplinary artist,
Yes.
art collector, young art collector,
Yeah.
and so much more. It's really great to have you in our
nice to
garden
meet you
today.
too.
No, really, really
Yeah.
well done. So I need you to give me your perspective on art in Nigeria. How do you think art can, help us in this sector?
Well, what you have is the industry is developing its own lines and at its own pace, which is very good. And lately you've had the interest of the international art market in Nigerian and African art. I would say in Nigeria, however, it's sad that the government hasn't really been involved as much as before in the arts and culture of the people. There's a very thin line they fail to recognize that is between art and culture. What you have is art is a very dynamic subject. It is people oftentimes say art is self-expression, but I see art is the expression of the conditioning of the society you are in. Because
You mean
without
in terms of like an identity?
Yes,
Okay.
without the conditioning of the society I currently reside in, I can't actually create true art. I can't create what I create. This is as a result of my social conditioning, my upbringing, my environment, my society, and that's what has made me come up with this work. So I believe art is what you're socially exposed to in Nigeria.
All right then. Now, so I do like how you put it, the
Yeah.
connection between art and culture.
Yeah.
But then one might say, oh, in places like Lagos, you see some sculptures going up here and there. Isn't that like a step in the right direction?
I would say that's like a baby step. It goes beyond just setting up installations and things like that. Someone once said, a culture without the proper documentation in the museums is not a culture with a future. Because if the new age and the future of our present generation does not see what we stand for, I mean, what's the essence of having culture in the first place? It's about recording what's in your time. That's what art is about. And right now, we don't even have a national gallery. We don't have the gallery is in shambles, and it's unfortunate because the future have nothing to see. So we need to value art. We need to value art more than it was seen before. And this goes beyond even just like I said, putting sculptures in certain places, putting paintings in certain places.
It's about more than that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, speaking of paintings, I know you have worked on sculptures before. I saw some of them on your Instagram page.
Yeah.
That's at the artist. Sorry, at the Artisan Mogul.
Yes, at the Artisan.
Okay, so I want us to talk about this piece right here that you've been working on.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's this called?
This is Not Too Young To, and it's dot.
Not too young to what?
Yeah, it could be whatever. You know,
okay.
I don't want to influence you.
All right. So I'm seeing oil paints.
Yes.
I'm seeing newspapers.
Yes.
All right. So this is a combination. What would you call this if you were to tag it?
No, as a style?
Yes, style.
I would say it's contemporary. I mixed a lot of styles, and here you can say I brought in a knockhead.
Okay.
You know, I tried to leave it open to interpretation. What you have is the newspapers, you know, with the current occurrences in the country, they just passed the Not Too Young To Run bill not too long ago, and this inspired me to create this work, the agitations of the youth, you know, and all those things. But I realized that only a few of us youth are actually ready to run. Only a few. It's not about just shouting, I want to run, I want to run. Most people don't actually understand the history of this country. They don't know the history, and they don't understand the dynamics. So I made this work to sort of question, not just question, and open your thoughts to the endless possibilities of Not Too Young To.
Okay, so let's see if we can go around some of the other pieces.
Yes.
Now there are some, like this one right here,
yes,
that are not as direct in language. Like for instance, it doesn't speak to me directly as like the way this one does.
Yes.
You know, this one seems to have a particular direction and it can speak to me. But this is completely different.
It's abstract.
Talk to me about this. Abstract.
And a bit surreal. You know, it's this work is called the violent waves of change scatters the fishes abroad.
Wow.
And our party of fishermen are one and all the same. So it's also political. It's about all those political parties that have been shouting change, change, change from left, right, and center. And also it's violent waves of change, and you know the fishes are obviously us. You know, and we've been scattered abroad. And the fishermen are the same. I believe we run a one-party system in this country that is just sugar-coated. Not in the sense that we actually have a one-party system, but the party that is in power stays, and that party is actually the one that proceeds over all, which is not.
All right then. So this is oil paint?
No, this is actually car paint.
Car paint?
Yes.
Car, that's auto base?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you create this effect, that wave effect in the center?
My practice has been quite experimental. I believe in art being a process. Now I've experimented with so many kinds of paint, and this, as a professional artist, you must expose yourself to experimental processes. You know, processes everything. For this one right here, and you can see auto base in all of them.
Yes.
In all of them, and it's basically about me trying to allow the free flow of paint. Okay. You know, I don't try to force it. But
you don't want to force it in a particular direction.
Yes.
Like for instance, with this, the paint. If I feel like the canvas was in another direction when you were painting.
Yes.
The auto base.
Yes.
So it was up like this.
Yes, it was. You know, I try to play with movement, and I try to. I like colors. I like the popping of colors, so I try to let the colors flow into each other.
All right.
I rather.
And this made a very interesting effect, letting the colors just move on their own.
But this particular one, I tried it like 3 times. I failed, and it's quite expensive paint because it's car paint. And what you have is
I don't see any brush strokes.
There's no brush strokes.
No brush strokes.
There's
there
a free flow of energy there.
All right, so let's move along to this one.
Yes.
The two brothers, right?
Yes.
The two brothers.
This is the two brothers, capitalism and democracy.
Wow. Okay. So talk to me about this. They have 2 different faces.
Yeah.
But they kind of look like mirrors of each other.
Yes.
What sort of effect were you trying to create?
Following the political terrain and situation now in Nigeria and most African countries, you know that neocolonialism has gotten a hold of most of us. Yes. And from this painting, I just tried to illustrate this, you know, yellow red, black, white. I mean, black, white, and yellow are colors they use for caution. And behind the black, white, and yellow, saying caution, you can see red, which is showing danger. And you know, these two brothers look innocent. They're looking at each other like they know what's happening, and it's almost like they're looking at you like, I hope he doesn't see that. I hope he doesn't see me looking at, or see me in there, for him to see me. You know, for the viewer to see him. They are hoping that the viewer doesn't see them. Why? Because they hide under the guise of goodness, bringing fairness, and bringing change, and bringing development to society. But now you have capitalism and democracy working together. I won't say for the good and I won't say for the bad.
I'm still seeing auto-based there, a lot of interesting effects, letting the paint just flow in its own way.
Yes, yes.
I have to, ask if there's anything, you could say or do rather in our own little way to make an impact as quickly as possible.
You know, it's more about the government getting more involved. In our little ways, we can actually support living artists, and try and patronize them. Because artists, it's not just about yes, okay. It's not just about holding a brush, looking at a painter and saying, "Oh, this is a nice painting, or I want to buy." There's value to it. It's about preserving culture and heritage. Sometimes it goes beyond that for some of us. And I would say art can actually be a harbinger of development in this country. How? Because you see, when you look back at First Act 77, that put Nigeria on the world map. That was the first of its kind in Africa. And what you have is Nigeria hosted all the African countries, and Nigeria got so much national prestige.
I know that we have very little time, and I really appreciate the fact that you are here to talk about your pieces. And hopefully we've been able to reach someone this morning. Hopefully we've been able to say something that's going to make a really big impact on the art world. Thank you so much to Adara Matishogo for coming to our garden to showcase his pieces and talk to us about his art. We're heading over to in the kitchen. How's my plantain going?
Book there by Dami. All right, so just in case you're just joining us here in the kitchen, we are making plantain and egg stir fry. All right, so basic ingredients, of course, you have your plantains and your egg. And for the stir fry, it depends on how you want to go. You want to go big or you want to go small, but we're going small this morning. So we are making use of our tomatoes, pepper, onions, basic. But if you want to add a little bit of more like twist to yours, you could use suya meat if you like. You could use sausages. You could use however it is that you like it, basically. All right, so we're done with our fried plantains, which of course they're chopped, and as you can see, they're looking so yellowish and beautiful. Yep. And of course, just in case you're wondering why the tissue is there, it's to help drain the oil from your plantain, because you need your plantain dry and crisp as well. That's what I'm going for here. So yes, with our eggs over here, we are making scrambled eggs from this. Earlier on, I stir fried our tomatoes, pepper, onions, with a little bit of vegetable oil. And right now, you have to get the best out of your scrambled eggs. It's important to keep stirring, because you're trying to make it scrambled eggs, of course, so you keep stirring. So because we have to go on a quick commercial break right now, basically plantain in here, and you have your eggs, you mix them all up, and you have your plantain egg stir fry. We'll go on a quick break. Wake Up Nigeria continues shortly.
And we are back addressing one of the biggest challenges a parent has in the 21st century with Ronke Adeniyi's book, Right Kid 101, a posh guide to living as a 21st century child. Of course, Ronke Posh Adeniyi is joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for writing this book. But you need to tell us why you wrote it, because it's the 21st century, big challenges for parents, for children, but you have written this book for the child. Talk to us about it.
Okay. I've written this book. I've been working with children for about 13 years now, and I also have a school in Parkview Estate in Ikoyi. So I've also listened to a lot of parents. I have a parenting group online. So I've listened and I've heard a lot of things. And I've discovered that there's a gap. The children need to take, and I've discovered that there's a gap. The children need to take ownership. The children need to do things and know things. They have to have the knowledge because mom is busy, dad is busy. They're often left with the house helps and the domestic workers, the nannies. Yeah. So what can a child begin to know? How can we equip them to own their journey, to be able to make the right decisions? And that's the reason why I wrote the book. Amazing. I mean, the first thing that you started with in this book is talking about the child's identity. Yes. And you have some testimonials from that with once the children begin to write, you just discover that there's so much in the child's mind. Absolutely. And that children actually see themselves in many different ways than parents can even imagine. Talk to us about that. Okay, so a lot of us believe as parents that we know our child. I know my child very well. You hear parents say, moms say, I know my child very well. However, when you speak to the child, you find that the child has an understanding of who they are or who they think they are. So they have their own beliefs about who they think they are. Say, for example, in that first chapter, like I was telling you earlier, a child was filling the workbook and they asked for the complexion, and the child, the Yoruba dark-skinned girl, says she's white. So how does that happen? Well, how does the child say, I'm white? Why would she say she's white? And the dad calls me and says, do you know what happened? My child believes that she is white. And it turns out that mom was always saying, Madudu be brother, so don't be dark like your brother. Just, you know, you're a girl, you should be fairer and everything. So in her mind, she had already understood that I'm not black, I'm white. I'm white. So they had to have this conversation. So this book is a conversation starter. Exactly. So when you begin to talk to your children, because it's not a book that you read once, it's something that you journey along with your children. You talk to them about it. So you give them your views, let them understand the reasons why. So we don't tell children, don't do this or don't do that. You give them the reason why, otherwise they will just do whatever it is they want. I like the fact that you're starting also from the identity, because children identify themselves in many different ways. Yes. A child can come to you today and tell you that I'm Spider-Man. Yes, sure. You know, and they dress like that, and they're actually shooting out, you know, invisible spider webs and all of that. And so, and the identity changes over the years is one of the most important things. But you also talked about family and family values and infusing values in the children as well. But let's take a step back a little bit. We're in the 21st century. Right. Children are reading, I mean, they're watching TV a lot more than when we were growing up. They have mobile devices, many different distractions. Are you also trying to promote reading culture with this book? I'm promoting reading culture. I'm promoting thinking skills. I'm promoting imagination and creativity. Yeah. So you find that the default thing to do for a lot of parents is to allow their children to watch TV and use the smartphones. Yeah. I mean, for example, it's easy. It's easy. Yeah. And we always look for the easy way out. But parenting is not designed to be easy. It's a challenging role, which we really need to think about properly before we start it. And if we already started it anyway and we want to get it right, it's going to take our time. It's going to take a lot of our time. So we have to be prepared for that. So let's talk about a little bit about some of a little bit more controversial aspects of the book. Not too controversial, but some parents looked at it and they were like, we're not really sure. So the area of sexuality, knowing yourself as an individual, the private areas of a child and all of that, how a child needs to understand that from reading this book. Talk to us. Okay, so in the book I've talked about what a lot of parents have already told their children. You have private parts, you have public parts. Your private parts are your breast, your penis, your vagina, whatever, your vulva. Yeah. But the book goes on further to say, okay, there's private parts and public parts, but there are also sensitive parts and non-sensitive parts. So if you have a little girl, for example, whose arms are showing, those arms are private parts, public parts, her legs, and her face. So if a pedophile comes and sits near her and is stroking her arms, for example, does it make it right? Right. It doesn't make it right. So this girl must also be able to understand that there's something called personal space. So don't touch, you know, and don't move that too close to me or don't stroke me. So it's really not just about touching the private areas. Also, yes, there are some people who can try you out with the public areas first. Yeah, they can do that. And also we talk about things like religion, for example. So if somebody is wearing a hijab, is the lady's arms, is it a private or public part? So we're telling children that arms are public, but I wear a hijab, I cover up my legs also. For me, based on my religion, it is private.
Yes.
So we have to be sensitive to people's religion, people's culture, people's different biases as well. And children need to start understanding that as a very young age.
I think this book is amazing. I mean,
it is amazing.
And I like the fact that you said it's also a journey for both the parents and the children as well.
Absolutely.
So you continue to learn and all that. And the quality of the book, the way it's written, everything is fantastic. Now let's talk about imagination and creativity. Children are very imaginative. At different points in their lives, they can have imaginary friends and things like that. How do we encourage imagination and creativity in our children? Of course, considering the fact that we're in Africa.
Exactly.
And sometimes when children begin to see things, you know, some parents think, oh, this thing is spiritual, let's take him to the church for deliverance and things like that. So how do we create a balance in this, especially with encouraging imagination and creativity?
So you see, like you rightly said, religion, which was what I'm going to talk about. So if a child says, oh, mommy, I want to fly, or I was flying, or they're imagining things, you begin to think this child is weird, why is this? But we need to give room, as long as they're not going to hurt themselves. We need to give room, allow them to think, to picture them, to imagine. We need to give them space to have quiet time so that they can imagine. Because for you to create something, you need to be able to do it twice. So you have to imagine it first in your mind. So the book also talks about mindsets and also then produce it in the physical. So when these children are doing these things, you don't know where it will take them to. So when the child is saying, I'm Superman, or I'm going to create something, we don't know the new innovation, the new things that are going to happen. So we need to stop saying, oh, it's witchcraft, or stop thinking like that, or you're not all right, this one's always thinking weird things. Let them be weird, because it's in doing that that they find new things, that they discover things. So it's so noisy in Nigeria. So you are living here, generators are here, there's traffic, the horn. Give them time, let them have time away without the gadgets, without the TV, to think.
Without the gadgets and TV,
without the
which is tough.
Because
it's quite tough, because the kids are going to ask you for those gadgets and the TV. So what do you do then?
You have to find their interests. So I have a 12-year-old that dances. So she loves her schoolwork, but she totally loves to dance. She loves to dance so much that she dances at least 2 hours every single day. Now, when I discovered that she loves to dance, I started to allow her to follow people that dance, buy books, buy gear for her. It takes up so much of her time. She hasn't stopped to say, Mommy, I want to be on Instagram. So
finding the interest is...
Find their interest, and then just channel all the energy. I believe that when children are constantly online and just being up to no good, they have not been engaged properly. You haven't
or
found...
spending hours in front of the TV.
Hours in front of the TV. It's not always the most constructive thing for the child to do. So what is it? Every child has something in them. Find what it is for your child. And if you haven't found it, expose them to several things until they discover it. When they find it, they will have less time for the TV.
Amazing, amazing. Right Kid 101, a posh guide to living as a 21st century child. Ronke Posh Adeniyi there. Thank you so much for writing this book. I tell you. I haven't started going through it with my child. I already read it. But I'm going to do that during this holiday.
Please
it's one of the things that I want to
do
with my kid. And you also talked about health and diet, but, you know, based on that, we're going to the kitchen now. I hope you can join us. Please join me.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Awesome. Thank you.
This way. MM and Titi have been hard at work.
I haven't actually. I left all the work to her.
I cracked those eggs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
As in, really yummy.
Did you?
We're still on this egg matter.
Did you? Okay, so you're welcome. This morning we made plantain.
Yes, please.
Plantain and egg stir fry. Okay. I know this is more like an ideal breakfast for anyone. It's very easy. You just add your, well, this morning we're making it small. Yeah, but if you want to go big, you could have your sausages, you could have your carrots, your green pepper. It depends on how you like it.
Nice.
And those ones I tried suya. Yeah, added suya to it. Oh, beautiful. You should try that.
Suya and anything.
And this would actually go with a cup of coffee.
Yes, perfect.
Pap ogi, like we call it. And our egg custard that we made the other time. So, yeah. So I'm hoping that you enjoy that. Yes.
As a reward for coming to the rescue for parents.
This is a really great book.
During this holiday, this is what you need.
Yes.
Instead of letting the kids spend 6 hours on
games and TV.
Cartoons, and stuff like
engage
that.
The kids.
So please have a taste, and while we do our thank yous on the show.
Yes, indeed.
I think it's time to start rounding off the show now.
Yes, of course. Now, of course, we have loads of thank yous. Thank you to the artisan mogul himself that was here earlier on.
And big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And, of course, Fola at Fola's Place for styling our hair. Thank you. We'll be back for the Friday edition tomorrow.
All right, don't forget, it's Wake Up Nigeria at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.